Joe Biden gave us another epic Joe Biden moment. He said this about working with Senate Republicans: "I'll never publicly embarrass them." Why? You should. That's one of the tools that you have with the bully pulpit. Why would you take that off the table? So I want to give you, here's what he said on a call with reporters. Quote, "My leverage is every senior Republican knows I've never once ever misled them. I'll never publicly embarrass them." This is what Biden said. "I'm going to be able to get stuff done on the environment you all are not going to believe. I couldn't have gotten it done 6 years ago." You couldn't have gotten it done 6 years ago, but you're going to get it done now? What makes you think that you're going to be able to do that? What makes you think that? And he said previously, he thinks when Trump's out, the fever will break and Republicans will realize, I've been so unreasonable, I can't wait to work with Democrats now. He really believes this. He really believes this. As Ryan Grimm said, he's been in office since like 1712, and he's still a mark. He is. He absolutely is. Asked this week if he's up to the fight with Republicans and members of his own party, Biden said this, quote, "I respectfully suggest that I beat the hell out of everyone else," talking about the Democratic primary. "I think I know what I'm doing, and I've been pretty damn good at being able to deal with the punchers. I know how to block a straight left and do a right hook. I understand it." So note the difference there. Note the difference. When talking about Republicans, he says, every senior Republican knows I never once ever misled them. I'll never publicly embarrass them. That's when he's talking about Republicans. When he's talking about the Democratic primary and working with the left, quote, "I respectfully suggest I beat the hell out of everyone else in the primary." So the left, I beat the hell out of everybody else. So know your role and fall in line. The right, I'll never publicly embarrass you. Look at the mindset. Look at the mindset. Dismissive of the left. Looking down on the left. I beat the hell out of the people who represent you like Bernie, okay? So, by the way, you needed help to do that, didn't you? You needed Barack Obama to make some phone calls. You needed Amy Klobuchar to drop out. You needed Pete Buttigieg to drop out at the last minute. They endorsed you, and you needed Elizabeth Warren to stay in to siphon more votes from Bernie. That's what you needed. You needed the perfect storm in order to defeat Bernie Sanders. Now you brag, I beat the hell out of everybody else. So if you're on the left, fall in line, know your role, I'm your leader. If you're on the right, I'll never publicly embarrass you. This is so indicative of the corporate Democrat mindset. The corporate Democrat mindset is move further right and further right and further right and call yourself a bipartisan genius and a deal maker. To the point where now he's just an old school Republican. He's a moderate Republican. He voted for the Iraq War, the Patriot Act, the bankruptcy bill, the crime bill, NAFTA. The list goes on and on. He's a Republican. But he thinks like somehow, the left needs to listen to me and fall in line. Whereas the right, I'll never publicly embarrass you. I'm on your side. We know, Joe. We know. That's the problem. And you still have people on the left who don't want to play hardball, who don't want to force their hand, who don't want to get aggressive, who don't want to use the bully pulpit, who don't want to leverage their social media followings and organize. It's a shame. It absolutely is a shame because he ain't going to do anything of what we want unless we force him to do it. He'll be over there cutting deals with Mitch McConnell about cutting Social Security and Medicare and patting himself on the back like he's some sort of hero for taking money away from grandma. This is infuriating. This is absolutely infuriating.